If you ever want to witness the power of social media, then come to this spot. Before the advent of Instagram, Mission Peak was a quiet mountain in the city of Fremont, California. Today, people flock here to capture their experience with the iconic pole on top. There's 3 paths to the top. The first is off the corner of Vineyard and Stanford, and where you can find overflow parking. This path follows the main trail that many hikers take, making it especially crowded on weekends.
As you can probably see, the trail around me is almost all exposed to the sun, and it's almost completely straight uphill. So you were to go here, definitely bring plenty of water, more than you'll think you'll need, and also use a lot of sunscreen.
For most of the year, the hills here are brown, dusty, and dead. Spring is the perfect season to go to see the hills covered in fields of green.
It's evening time in spring and I'm already sweating this much. Can you imagine doing this in the summer?
The other thing Mission Peak is known for are the cows. Cows on the hills, cows by the trails, cows on the trail. That's a big nope. I eventually found an opening and pushed my way through, showing these cows just who the dominant species is on this mountain. If you leave them alone, they should leave you alone, for the most part. Just watch out for the mud pies that they leave behind. As I continued to climb, the sun started to set. I've always said that I'm a fan of catching the sunset on top of a tall mountain, and the views up here, absolutely mesmerizing. I can finally see the pole at the top, but a final stretch of narrow, steep, and rocky terrain still separated me from the peak. With careful footing, I finally made it to the top of Mission Peak. Once on top, it's tradition to touch the pole. I'm pretty sure this is the most touched pole in the Bay Area. Anyway, next route.
Alright, new day, new hike. For this second hike, it'll start right where the first hike started. Instead of taking the left path here on the main trail, you want to take the side path here on the right. The nice thing about the side trail is there's significantly fewer people on it. The route to the top is about the same distance. The trail is a little bit more narrow. And yes, I'm very blue today. Of course, this path is not any easier than the main one. You can actually see right behind me the main trail, and all those tiny dots you see are just people walking on it. I'm sweating. Must be pretty relaxing right now, being a cow. Cow life. I just saw a snake swarm past my leg. It was a baby snake, not sure what type of snake it was. Definitely not a rattlesnake, but be careful where you're stepping here. There has been cases of rattlesnakes being up here, so watch your footing. Great. Now I'm all paranoid whenever I hear something rustle in the bushes. Now that I made it out of Narnia, it's just this last segment all the way to the top of the peak.
Once you reach the top, you can take the same way back or go down the main path. On to the third route.
Alright, let's get started. Happy days! It's the end of the semester for the students here, so parking here is free.
Spring turns into summer. The grass dries up and the mountains turn brown. This third route starts off Mission Boulevard at Ohlone College. I decided to do something different today and run up the mountain.
Two nice things about this trail. One, there's some actual shade in it. And two, fewer people go this route, so you get to enjoy more solitude and hear the sounds of nature.
The run starts at the Ysc Trail and goes towards the southeast, eventually hitting the peak trail that goes to the summit. This route is slightly longer than the previous two, but makes up for it with a more manageable elevation grade.
See that restroom in the distance? That's where the main trail connects to this trail.
From here, take the left path, follow the signs, and you'll reach the summit. 3 trails, all leading to the same destination. How you decide to get here is up to you. Each trek offers something different and unique. I've hiked and ran this mountain countless times, and it's a different experience each time I do it. Whichever path you take, I hope you enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Take plenty of photos at the top, and don't forget to touch the pole.